Temperatures drop around 3.5 degrees for every 1,000 feet of height. In a matter of hours, you can pass through 6 different environments, from blistering desert to subalpine forest.
Being up this high, though, it's a whole new series of challenges, but also opportunities. The opportunities for food, water, and shelter. It's the game trail here. Yeah, there's a natural funnel for this coming under this fallen log. And try and make an Apache leg trap here. And this is just a really simple form of trap. Just needs 4 of these sharpened up. It's designed to try and get small deer or peccary come along. Might pass through here, and all you do is dig a bit of a hole. You just need it deep enough for a small animal to be able to get their leg into. And the good thing about traps is that they can work for you whilst you're off doing something else. And the Apaches really were the masters of that. Okay, then once you got that, you just get these. Put one through each side. And that acts then as a funnel, the hoof that goes in, jams it, and then gets caught in the snare. Just use some of this wire off the ultralight. It's already got a hoop on the end, so it's really easy for me, this. Just place that over the top. And then this end we just tie around something solid. Tree. The good thing about this wire is that once you get something, you can't chew through it. Okay, that's solid. And then just scatter pine leaves over the top of that to disguise it.
When night falls, the temperature will plummet. A fire and some food will always help you through the night.
One way of starting a fire, if you haven't got a fire steel or matches, is just to improvise a fire piston. And you can do that just with 2 bits of tubes. I've taken this off that ultralight. They fit nicely together, which create an airtight seal. And the principle works with compressed air, creating heat in the same way when you put your finger over a bicycle pump, it comes away really hot. Get a bit of charcoal, force that into the end, and that's the bit that's gonna take the ember.
With the other end of the tube sealed, the fire piston is now ready.
And you need to give this a good whack, really generate that compressed air and heat. Pull it out and you'll have an ember. Try that once more. Grab a bit of tinder. Give it a blow. You can see that glowing now.
The fire piston technique was developed in the jungles of Southeast Asia, where they used pieces of bamboo or hollowed out bone.
And gently try and nurture it into life. Okay. Whoa. Wow, once that goes, it goes. It's almost impossible not to smile when you get a fire going like that. Especially as when you're getting higher, it's getting colder, and fire is really going to matter. That's such a good feeling.
With a fire stoked, finding food is the next priority. With jaguar and mountain lions in these forests, I'm not the only animal out hunting.
Hello, who go under here?
Mountain lions often leave part of their kill hidden. This is a peccary, a local species of wild pig.
And that's all that is left of that. There's still meat on that to eat. Let's take that back to the fire.
But this region is also home to other predators, apart from just big cats.
There's the bear poo. You're gonna get black bears in these woods. And you see all the acorns that it's been feeding off. See all of that? Thing is, black bears aren't only herbivores, they're also opportunistic. If they smell meat, they'll take it. And this does kind of compromise this as a campsite. If I'm going to be cooking and eating this, it means it's going to be a bad place to camp as well. Do you know what? Let's just get to the fire, have something to eat, and we'll make a plan from there. I'm just actually going to put this straight on the fire like this, burn all the hair off, cut the meat and the skin. You know, there's a lot of meat on that still. It means at least I've got food this evening.
Cooking this helps your body to digest and absorb its nutrients. It also provides warmth and raises morale.
A bit charred on the outside, but on the inside, this is going to be nicely cooked. Actually, a bit of the shoulder meat's well cooked, that's all right. But it's warm and it's nutritious.
Filling my reserve parachute with grasses and pine needles will protect me from the worst of the coming night's cold.
Like make a giant sausage of it.
If you're on the ground, it's more important to insulate yourself from below than above, as the earth will suck warmth from you faster than the air. But where I'm going, that won't be a problem.
Okay, let's go.
When you're asleep, you're at your most vulnerable to bears and mountain lions that roam here.
Look, this is gonna work.
But being completely out of their reach means you can sleep relatively safely.
Yeah, you're not gonna want to fall out of it, but it's gonna be good, and I've got somewhere nice to suspend it from as well.
I'm using the remains of the parachute to make what's known as a hanging bivouac. Climbers often use these when they're halfway up a mountain.
Climb down into this. Okay. Well, snug. Oh man, what a view. Look at that. Whew. I'm gonna challenge any mountain lion or bear to get me in this thing. It's funny if you forget for a second that you're 50 feet suspended up a sheer rock face. It's actually quite nice and cozy in here. Pine needles are nice, and I can get really well wrapped up in this stuff. But then, you know, hanging bivouacs do also kind of mess with your mind. About 5 minutes ago, I had some pebbles fall down, land on the top of it. I kept thinking, is that my anchor point giving way? And the other things you think are things like, you know, are there any animals like mice or squirrel that can gnaw through these parachute cords that are holding me up? Or every time you roll around, is that going to braid them or And then you kind of realise, look, you just gotta kind of not worry about that, and realise it's a mental game and that you need sleep and you've got to rest, and just kind of put all that aside and try and sleep. And also remember, if you need a pee, you can't go wandering outside. You're in a little thing hanging up a very high rock face. And once you're over there, it's all fine. Okay, turn this off.